Previously on Ex-Wives of Rock.
Mom, I found something. You're not gonna be happy.
Way to go, Father of the Year.
I'm going to meet Caroline. She's my ghostwriter.
I want to get really as dirty as possible. The Sharise is a stripper.
I never told you that.
Well,
I need to talk to you about something.
what?
Get that out of your book now.
For the ex-wives, their days can be up and down.
I'm for real freaked out.
For example, one day your villainous ex-husband leaves you for another woman,
He chose to just like start banging some chick.
tries to welch on child support,
He's bringing me in here to pay less.
inspires a downward spiral into rehab,
It's like this thing is just so much bigger than me.
then calls you out on TMZ.
My ex-wife is a drunk, unfit mother.
And the next day, he's sending you flowers.
Let's meet without lawyers. James.
Now, you may think things couldn't get weirder for Athena.
I don't understand where this massive amount of ballism comes from.
Then again, you haven't met her ex. That is, until now.
Oh, good morning, I'm French. No, you're not. You're from the Valley.
Yay, tea. I like your tie.
Do you want it?
Of course.
Don't you know he's James Kodak?
Would you like my hat?
No. He's allowed to do whatever he wants.
Yeah, I like this.
And you're supposed to love it. Why are we here?
I just want to see what's going on with you and see where we are with our disaster piece.
Our disaster piece?
Here we go.
First off, when you're trying to impress someone, you don't show up drunk at 10 a.m. But once again, that's how he rolls. Once you miss court so many
Your
times,
lawyer knew when I was going to be gone to make me look bad. All this lawyer crap back and forth, man. It's driving me insane, man.
You know what's funny? Athena doing this,
I was married to James Kodak.
that made no sense to me until just now.
Well,
It's a waste of
hey,
money, man.
But you chose to go someone.
Do you have to put it like that?
Whatever, is it a secret?
We're both to blame here. We both caused this.
Thanks. Keep talking to yourself about it. Keep making stuff up about it. Make me out to be a monster. Do whatever the hell you want. Let's wrap this up.
18 years of weirdness and freakiness and all the money drained out of the accounts and you name it.
Wow. All you want to focus on is money.
That's
I'm
not
talking
true.
about.
Okay, I'm all ears. I'm listening.
No, I want to hear you. Why you wanted to talk, here we are, we're talking.
Well, for one thing, you know, I did go against our vows, and I apologize for that.
Thank you, that means a lot.
Whoa, no snappy comebacks, no witty retorts. I could be wrong here, but I would say Athena is stunned. Yep, she's stunned all right.
That was totally wrong, totally uncalled for, and and I apologize. It's major regret on my part.
I'm not sure his motivation. I know for a fact he and Random have been having issues. Why aren't you together now, if it was so
Well,
awesome?
grass is always greener on the other side, but you still got to cut it.
What the hell does that mean?
Like, there's still problems.
Maybe,
whatever,
did you
man.
ever think the problem might be you?
Yes, the problem is me. You bring out the insanity in me.
Then stay
Okay.
away from me.
Well, I think at least we got one major thing out of the way. I've apologized to you, and I think that's important. I'm here to try to just make a rapport with you, talk, and to where we can communicate without craziness and nuttiness. Maybe we can make something out of this and, pick up where we left off.
Oh, hell no. It doesn't work that way. You damaged a lot of people when you did this. There's kids involved. You know?
That's why I'm sitting here, because Toby, Miles, and Maddie.
That's why you're sitting here?
To try to make peace with our, what you would want to call family these days.
You can't just do it by coming here and freaking out.
Over
You're
the top.
supposed to teach kids, like, love and trust, and you taught them that neither one of those matter.
That's not true.
If you have the balls to come back at me and try to get back together with me when random number whatever didn't work out, it's not my problem, but I'm not your after party.
So Athena's morning has come with an awakening that couldn't be more rude. Except maybe for the one that Bobbie's about to have up in the canyons.
So I'm going to do a photo shoot today for a coffee table book about rock and roll in Los Angeles. And it's gonna be a long day. Knock, knock. Hi, everybody. Hi. Hi, Allie. Nice to meet you. How are you? I'm always excited to do a photo shoot. I get a little anxious because, you know, trying to remember all the moves, but it's still exciting. What's the theme?
Rock star.
Shocking.
Rock star.
Shocking.
Yeah.
So he's naked, I'm not, right?
Yes.
I don't feel very content with my body. However, I do nothing about it. What have you got for me today?
This really cute black vintage dress. It's a little see-through.
Yeah, but I don't know about the see-through thing. I'm a little self-conscious these days.
Okay, this is really cute. It's, you know, laser cut with the leather and everything, so it adds a little more edge. So that might be something
I might
fun
look
to
like a
try on.
stuffed sausage in that. I don't know. If I was 20 years old and, you know, my former self, sure, I would have rocked that shit.
Hey, how's it going there?
Yeah, no.
No? Okay.
No. No way.
It might work.
I was feeling a little uncomfortable.
No.
Because, I mean, you know, there's only so many positions you can get into when something doesn't fit you. What about this one?
I like it.
You can only shoot with a certain angle, though.
Okay.
So let's just do this.
Let's give it a shot. Right there. Don't move.
Oh, don't worry, buddy. I think she's too scared something may pop out if she does.
Give me nice, fun, and playful.
Okay. If you don't feel good about yourself, you're feeling self-conscious, it's really hard to feel natural in front of a camera. It's a whole, you know, mental exercise when you're not feeling good about yourself. What do you think about this? I can't
love
zip it, though.
Okay.
I'm not, you know, the perfect cherry pie crawling, flippin' haired girl I used to be. Those 40s women were pretty skinny.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they broke ribs.
They broke ribs?
Yeah.
Wow, I'm not gonna do that, maybe. Well, maybe I will. I've never had a small waist. I've always had a boy's body, straight up and down, no waist, you know, kind of like no hips. I just busted this open.
We got it.
Awesome! I'm just feeling like I need to like tighten up, you know? Get my ass in gear and tighten up. I just wasn't feeling it.
For 20 years, Athena's been towing an anchor.
It's driving me insane, man.
This anchor.
James Kotak!
We're both to blame here. We both caused this.
For a while there, it seemed like she cut him loose for good.
I haven't played drums in a while. But you chose to go someone.
Do you have to put it like that?
But the anchor has other plans.
Maybe we can make something out of this and, you know, pick up where we left off.
Now that is an idea so crazy, Athena just has to share it with a friend.
Surprise! What's he doing here?
Oh, no school today. Visit with mommy.
Oh, very cool. So Bobbie was over the other day, and there's a knock at the door. I open the door, and I look on the ground, there's a box of flowers. So I opened them, and they were from James. No, yeah, flowers.
So what'd you do? Shit twice and die?
Pretty much. And then after I threw up, I read the note, and it said, "Let's meet without lawyers."
Already know where this is going. They always come back. It doesn't
I
matter
know.
how long, they're gonna try one more time.
I know, but listen,
What do you mean?
I did meet him.
Can you just tell me, because I'm trying to wrap my brain around this. So like, is he at the table? Do you walk in? Does he give you hugs?
Dude, he did he showed up in full outfit, like leather
Rocker?
jacket.
Rocker
and
dude.
like, yeah, I'm doing this. I'm like, what's wrong with you? I'm drinking tea!
Yay, tea.
He starts to apologize, right?
Yes.
And then he started to throw it at me.
Of course.
Yeah, so.
You made me stick my weenie in that girl's I guess it's very common for rock stars to blame other people for their mistakes. Maybe it's in the manual that they get when they go to rock star school. I don't know, but they all do it. I heard that too, by the way. I heard, "You're ruining our family," from Vince. Oh, I'm sorry. It was me who cheated. Sorry.
Yeah.
So what's the bottom line? What does he want?
He
from
wants
you?
to get back together.
You laughed in his face, right?
I'm entertaining it.
You're entertaining it. Huh? What'd you say?
Don't trip.
I'm tripping. I've listened to 2 years of F that guy. That guy can suck it.
Whatever comes out of his mouth is bullshit.
Mom, what
And now he comes with some flowers and you're back? What the hell is going on? I know what you're thinking. It feels good. You felt rejected because anybody would.
Yeah.
Now he's come back. That feels good. Enjoy that good feeling for a minute, but then you're gonna have to kick him to the curb.
Easier said than done.
We need a better guy for you.
I know. Well, then help me find one. I'll go out with somebody and have fun, but as far as starting a relationship with someone, I don't want to start it if it's going to end bad.
It's a full-time job finding both you and Bobbie, somebody new.
I don't fart in front of people like Bobbie does.
Well, speaking of Bobbie,
Oh, Lord. Miss Bobbie.
Randy's my trainer, who I haven't seen in like 2 years.
oh yeah, you remember Randy.
How do you get that body?
Sex.
The last time I talked to you, you said you were getting all your exercise from having sex. Were you not getting none?
That didn't work out.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, it didn't work out. So much for that program. Yeah, I haven't been getting any lately, so I'm gonna go to the gym to tighten up a little bit.
So what's the goal? I get this call from you out of the blue. You want to start working out.
I need to look good.
You already look good. Give me some goals.
I need to
What's
look better.
happening?
I need to look better. If I get this book deal, then I'm gonna have to do a press tour.
Right on. Have a seat. Let's get you all stressed out so we can get you working out first. So tell me about this book. Ideas. What are you gonna talk about?
I mean, there's so many stories, and they want juicy details.
Really?
Like, you know,
Discretion.
menages.
So who's the menage?
I used to date Ashley Hamilton.
George Hamilton's son.
Yes.
Oh, that guy. I remember him. He's the son of my old next-door neighbor, George Hamilton.
And he's Rod Stewart's stepson.
Yeah, he is.
After George divorced Ashley's mom, they all moved in with the pride of Scotland, Rod Stewart, who may or may not have been seeing my sister Tracy.
So Ashley Hamilton, how was the sex?
Well, it was his best friend that ended up really doing everything, which was kind of different. He kind of sat in the corner and watched. So I dated Ashley, but his dad had previously asked me out, and I didn't go. So then after he and I broke up, I went out with his stepdad, who is Rod Stewart, and then years later, his son, Sean, asked me out. I'm not gonna do the whole family.
So how's Sharise?
God, I got my book proposal back from the ghostwriter, and there's a lot of elaboration.
Define.
With the Sharise thing, for example, like she was a stripper.
She was a mud wrestler.
At the Tropicana?
Yeah, and then she played a stripper in the Girls, Girls, Girls video. So I can see where they got the idea that maybe she was a stripper, but they said a bunch of other stuff that wasn't true, like that we banged half of Hollywood in the Valley.
Who did they say you slept with that you didn't really sleep with?
Like
Vince
basically
Neil?
all of Motley Crue. I
Which
was like,
members did you actually sleep with?
Tommy.
Oh,
was
so
my
you went
fiancé.
straight to the top. Why didn't you marry him?
Now that's a story.
While we were dating, I had introduced him to an acquaintance named Pamela Anderson.
Yes, Bobbie was the architect of her own demise.
Then when we broke up, they married 4 days later.
That's never fun.
I gotta get that.
Go.
I'm expecting an important phone call. Hello? Hey, Adam, what are you doing? Adam is my book agent, and he only calls me when he's got news. Oh my God, are you kidding me? This is huge. Oh my God, I'm so excited.
Over the years, Bobbie's kind of gotten used to hearing bad news. Starting with her fiancé marrying Pam Anderson 4 days after dumping her. Then there are the deadbeat boyfriends who need her in a crisis,
I didn't tell you to move in here.
who conveniently forget her when it's over. The death of her ex-husband didn't help things, nor did hearing her friend call her a fame whore.
She's using this, to capitalize on this tragedy for her own self-promotion.
She's with the wrong bitch. It's on right now.
So you could say Bobbie's overdue for a little good news.
Turns out I just got an offer from Simon & Schuster for my book. Oh my God, are you kidding me? This is what I've been wanting and pursuing for 4 years now, and I'm so stoked. I can't even see straight. I'm so excited. Wait, how much? $50,000 advance. That's amazing. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Okay, I'll call you back. I'm working out right now, so I'll call you as soon as I'm done. Oh my God!
Hey,
so excited.
Yay! Good for you. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Now you have to work out.
Oh man.
Yeah. Every silver lining has a cloud.
Okay.
What are you gonna do?
An excellent question. What is Bobbie gonna do? That's about to come up in a few seconds.
So I'm at Sharice's office and I'm telling her about all the crap with James. He wants to get back together.
You laughed in his face, right?
I should write a book about all this shit.
Yeah, like Bobbie's.
My wing woman was Sharise, mud wrestler, stripper, and second ex-wife of Vince Neil. She wasn't a stripper.
She wasn't a stripper.
I know.
She can't write shit about me. That's not true. What
I
if I
knew
wrote a
you'd be
book and I
pissed.
called her a prostitute? My friend Bobbie the prostitute. Oh, that's not true. I'm gonna try and make him take it out.
Yeah.
She would lose her mind.
And she said they were trying to make it more juicy. I go, there's plenty of juice
Juice
in there.
you,
I
don't
read
juice
the
me.
part of it.
Juice
true.
you.
That doesn't sound quite right, but okay.
Oh, is she gonna change it?
Yeah, she said she's gonna try. That's not gonna do, sweetheart. You better fix that, and you better fix it now.
Threaten not to be your friend anymore.
Can't do that. I've been friends with her for 20-something years.
Threaten her anyway. Then
But
she'll
I can
take you
maybe
seriously.
key her car.
You could do that.
But no one would notice because it's such a piece of crap. I'm not gonna talk to her until she takes that shit out of her butt.
Seriously?
No, not.
When did she tell
I'm
you?
gonna text her that too.
Have you?
I'm gonna say, call me when you've changed the book. Until then,
serious?
Reese is quiet.
Oh my God. I hope they resolve it because it's super rare. They get along so good, and I've never seen them have any issues, so it's a little weird.
She'll do it. She better do it.
The grand melodrama that is the lives of the ex-wives has unfolded against many unique backdrops.
What happens here stays here.
LA in the 80s, for example.
Yeah, I partied down with Bobbie. We had good times and we did some damage.
But there have been other quaint settings.
Oh, Kelly Clarkson!
However, few backdrops could be as exotic as where the ladies find themselves today. Orange County.
We're at NAMM, which is the National Association of Music Merchants, and I'm there with Ricky Rocket to endorse his drums.
Karina's gonna sign stuff, and we have some beautiful pictures over here.
Yeah, Ricky Rocket, drummer for Poison. Mad genius behind Rocket Drums.
What's up? Anything?
No.
And concerned friend of a formerly strung out Athena.
You know, I always want to be honest with you, always, but this is just not the time. Ricky's an awesome friend. He's seen me at good times. He's seen me at not so good times.
Look at this.
That's cool. He's doing a favor for me by trusting me to endorse his drums.
And she can do one. How about that?
I usually have a favorite character at NAMM each year, and my favorite this year was a guy named Troy.
Would I be able to get a pair of these sticks that you signed for me? Yes.
I know Bobbie's there.
I've been asked to represent a bass company.
Congratulations on everything here.
They have my face on one of their basses.
Brandon and I went to NAMM. I didn't know that Bobbie and Athena were gonna be there, but we ran into them.
Oh, did you see that? Back that up. Yeah, right there. See that? The submissive chin nod. That is a diss.
I can tell that she's bothered, but she's having fun. So she's not gonna be like rude.
I love her, but she and I are on a break. She needs to fix that book so we can get back together.
Wow, that was awkward, right?
She's not happy about your book. Like, I mean, not. She is happy about your book, but not the part where she's a stripper.
I'm trying to get that changed. I'm working on that. Like, it's not my fault. There's nothing I can do about that. I mean, there is, but I'm gonna do it.
She's got to understand that you didn't mean that they want to exaggerate to make it.
I know. I'm gonna get it changed though.
Let's go. Let's get out of here.
Let's
I'm
go.
over it.
All right.
I didn't want to say anything to Bobbie, but I had to go because I had made plans already for that night. Hey.
Hey.
How's it going? Jean Kotak shows up.
Hey, how are you? Great.
Get you something to drink?
I would like a bottle of Jack Daniels and a bottle of Jim Beam on the side.
He thinks that's funny.
We've been through hell and back. Maybe we could talk about, figure things out. Look, our kids are way more important than all this. Do you want to talk about it? Let's talk about it. I'm just kind of laying it out right now.
What are you saying? You want me to pretend that the last 2 years just didn't happen?
I apologize to you.
I know, and I really appreciate that
I love
because
you.
I waited for a long time for
Well,
that.
and I love you. There's a reason, because there's a bond between me and you.
You broke it.
Look, we're not getting any younger. What are we gonna do? What are you gonna go, dating? I mean, what are we gonna do?
Yeah.
Can't you stop being, mad at me? You're constantly mad.
I just look at him and I just see a gigantic tornado, and I can't take that on.
If reconciliation is possible, what needs to happen? Tell me, what needs to happen? If there's any possibility of this ever happening again.
Quit drinking.
That's not a problem. I did it before, I'll do it again.
You've got to go to counseling, man. You have to stop.
I have to go to counseling? I ain't going to counseling unless you're going to counseling.
I don't think anything you say to me is genuine, because you haven't been honest with me for so many years that I
I've
just
been
can't.
honest with you since day one in 1988.
You're honest with me about drinking today? I don't think that's funny at all.
I know that's not funny. I've done that joke a million times and you hate it.
He likes to play dumb and blame it on being a rock star. No, dude, you're a drunk. If you want things to change, you have to change. I know right now that you're lying to me. I know right now you're lying to yourself. You need help, really badly.
Well, whatever.
You need serious help.